I'm good.
How long have you been a bondsman?
Been a bondsman for probably like 9 years.
Wow.
9 to 10 years, something like that.
So explain this to me. When they pay you to take someone out of jail,
Yeah.
do you then you tell them they have to go to court?
Yeah.
So they all go to court, right?
Yeah. Well, majority of them, yes. But you have to. Some you have to call.
Right.
Some are just some could be knuckleheads and they don't go.
Well, what do you mean they don't go? I mean, some of these pretrial release programs, they say all you really need to do is just tell people when their court date is.
Yeah, well, they make it sound that easy, but no. They have to be reminded. Some people have to keep a current contact. It's like you're managing people to go to court.
But you just said knucklehead. I mean, have you ever in 9 years, have you ever had somebody who didn't go to court?
Yeah, I heard somebody who didn't go to court.
You had somebody who didn't go to court?
Yeah.
And so what'd you do? You called them up and said, hey, you need to go to court?
Yeah, and probably 9 out of 10 times that's not how it goes. Well, probably 7 out of 10 times that's not how it goes. Because a lot of them who miss are generally, I missed, I didn't get to court date. Okay, cool. But sometimes they, they're either scared, they didn't want to show up, they thought something bad was gonna happen. You know how it goes.
So they don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, they don't want to go.
So what do you do then?
You gotta pick them up.
What do you mean pick them up? You have.
Gotta go to their. Well, we go to their house, look at the whatever they put on the application. We start investigating, and we go to their house, and we stake out till we grab them. I mean, that's it.
How much do you charge for that?
We don't charge.
So you have to go.
You have to go out.
How far have you ever had to go to get somebody?
Let's see. Wherever they are. How far? The farthest, because usually I try to do locally anyone I know, right. But the farthest was actually Orlando. But we were going, but then I got her to come down by the grace, because it's not that even she didn't want to go to court. She just was scared of what could happen on an arraignment, right. And I'm like, nothing happens. But that was probably the farthest is probably, I'd say, Palm Beach area. But Orlando was the first time I was really gonna pack up and go. But
but if you have to go to Orlando or Palm Beach, and then you bring them back to Broward County, do you charge Broward County sheriff?
No, we don't charge. If I had to go to New York and have to call their district, call the police department, get it set up, I'd have to go. You don't get charged. It comes out of pocket, and it's crazy because what you I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if anybody talks about this, but the premium in itself is weird because you figure if you get a $10,000 bond, you make $1,000, you could spend more money. Well, let's just say if you have interest and someone gave it to you point blank, you make it with 700 or 600 or 500. If that person misses court, it's like you're negative, and then it's a negative that's created.
So you lost money in the whole thing.
Yeah, so it's like you lost money, but the problem is I don't think some bonders realize the chain reaction, because when you lost money, if this is all you do, then you're always short. Now you're always fighting to jump ahead, hoping you could get the $30,000 or the $50,000 or more riskier bond to compensate for the smaller bond, which always leaves you in a I pray that they go to court situation.
And those bondsmen, they don't make it 9 years.
They don't make it 9 years. Yeah. So luckily for me, you try to be consistent, try to bond out who you know. But that's what I'm saying. If I came into this game and didn't know anybody, in this day and age, come on, it'd be it's hard. Because if you try to do it straight by the book, they run everywhere else in Dade County. If you do it straight by the book, you're fine, but then eventually something could happen.
So straight by the book meaning, bottom line is, when you write the bond, you're going to make sure that they show up in court.
Yeah. Bottom line.
All right. And you mentioned premium. Yeah. Do you ever let people make payments?
Yeah.
You work. You
have to work with
So if you think it's a good bond and the person's not a flight risk and you can guarantee their appearance, then you'll work with the people to make the payments.
Yeah.
Because one of the arguments that people make for the pretrial programs is these poor people languish in jail because they don't have the money.
Yeah, that's BS. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Majority of people who get arrested, you want them to be out if they could pay. Reason being is because someone cares, or they had a job, or they had a source of income. So chances are, if someone paid to get them out, then you have those people to make sure they show. You get it?
Yes.
Pre-trial, when you just send them out, I mean, you don't know who they have. You could get somebody for a non-violent crime, get out, and then go commit a violent crime. I mean, what difference would it make to them? In their mind, since they got out for free, it's no harm, no foul. They think pretrial is like, it's funny too, because I met people who say, oh, I got to give them money back because they got on pretrial. And I'm like, all right, well, cool, you know you got to show up to court. They're like, I ain't got to show up to court. I heard I just got to check in. And I'm like, no, your case is still open. You have to go to court. They're like, oh, whatever. It's like, then it's not my responsibility anymore at that point. But it's just a false sense that they kind of give someone to make them think that this is like not a big deal anymore. You get it? So I don't know, like sometimes you might have a past client who get arrested, got on pretrial, and they talk to you like, man, it's whatever. And you're trying, you let them know it's a serious thing, they need to show up, and they kind of downplay you because they feel like, nah, pretrial got me. You know?
Perfect. Thank you for your time, Marco.
All right, nah, no problem.